One Piece has undoubtedly been the king of anime for years, but we have a new challenger named Dandadan. And with beautiful animation and a healthy serving of storytelling, we have to ask the question, can Dandadan ever surpass One Piece?
Well, it depends on what you're asking. Obviously, I don't think Dandadan will ever get past it in length. Cultural impact, I don't see it. But it can do something that One Piece isn't doing. One Piece, obviously, as great as it is, Oda already stated that he's not really going to show the, emotional or love factor in it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's true.
As much as, everybody know Luffy going to get with Nami and Zoro going to get with Robin, all that stuff, he's not going to address that aspect.
Yeah.
What I love about Dandadan and what makes it different, and definitely could surpass One Piece in, is the relationship between
Akun
and what's the girl's name? Oh my goodness. But yeah, their relationship is what's gonna push Dandadan over One Piece. And it says that because their relationship is symbiotic. They need each other. And you don't really get that from One Piece. A lot of the Luffy fights and stuff like that, it's basically just Luffy handling business. As much as, let's say Zoro fights his character and Sanji fights his character, they don't really actually intertwine at all. It's never them jumping somebody. Most times it's just one-on-ones. Whereas Dandadan, a lot of the conversation, a lot of the fights, a lot of, situations, if one of them is not there, they're kind of SOL.
Yeah, that's true, but I do believe the show is going to have solo fights. Obviously, there's going to be epic moments where somebody shines. Now, where I could give it kind of a little nudge above One Piece is the fact that the animation started off great. Obviously, it's coming out around this time, whereas in One Piece started in like the 90s or something like that. But the animation gives it a little head start, if you will. Now, when you're talking about the relationship dynamics that are in the actual show, I do believe that is something that's going to draw people in more than One Piece, right? Because a lot of people have these fan fictions of the dating, but it doesn't really happen for real, and it's never going to happen for anybody who's wondering. But Dandadan is like basically playing on that, pulling everybody in. Also, I believe that Dandadan needs to go deeper into the lore of what the show is capable of. If it goes really deep into the lore, it may start to make some ground, because it's very hard to beat One Piece when it comes to lore, because everything could have a conspiracy theory. Everything is speculated. All the mysteries are laid out. It's years and years of us figuring things out about the show, and that's what makes it hard to beat One Piece.
I don't know, it's tough because even with Dandadan, like, okay, for instance, right? A lot of stuff is yokais, aliens, stuff like that, whatever.
Correct, which has a lot of lore in itself.
I don't really see, now, character development, stuff like that, whatever, that's gonna be really hard to beat One Piece in, because, they're supreme in that.
Yeah.
Animation, I can't really give Dandadan the edge on that because, like you said, if you're gonna grade on animation, you have to grade it in the time it's in. So I would have to compare One Piece now to Dandadan now. I can't compare One Piece, now to 1999.
That's what I said.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, I can't really see. And I think animation, One Piece right now, is between that, Free Ren, you know what I'm saying? It's all like, Mushoku Tensei. To me, there's only a few.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Correct. That are really pushing the envelope as far as animation. I think Dandadan is well animated, but I don't see it as breathtaking as like Free Ren or or One Piece or anything.
It's a very pretty anime.
Yeah, I think it's definitely good. I just don't think I think there's levels to everything. You know what I'm saying? I would say if I had to grade it, I would say One Piece, Free Ren, Mushoku Tensei was like S class, and I would say Dandadan's A. But you know what I'm saying? If we're talking about surpassing, I think what will really take Dandadan the next level, and obviously we don't read the manga, so we're going off, the anime, is that there's some kind of crazy twist that nobody seen quite coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That to me, because One Piece still has, its twist that could be coming.
A lot of twists are coming.
You know what I'm saying? But Dandadan, you have it has to stand out. It has to show something that a lot of anime don't do. You know what I'm saying? Even like what people love about Free Ren, for example, is it's kind of like a slice of life, but you see all these, kind of situations of, fights, and it's more of I feel like it's more of a slice of life than like a shonen action. Dandadan to me, like I said, the love story, and if they have a crazy twist, I think that would put it in its own stratosphere. I don't really see it being in lore. or like, because again, One Piece is so dense. It's such a dense, you know what I'm saying? Like they go to so much, you know what I'm saying, description and like they tell so much of the story. It's hard to beat it in lore in that sense.
I will say this. It's going to come down to power scaling. Everybody knows the power system in One Piece is second to none, right? We're talking devil fruit, we're talking hockey, we're talking all types of stuff going on in that particular show itself. Dandadan has so far a very simplistic power system, right? You get the ghost or demons, whatever power, and then you utilize it. And it seems like each character is starting to get one or the other, and they have like one ability to use. Whatever they decide to do with that is what's really going to sell it for me. And when I said lore, there's you said it, the ghosts, the yokais, and aliens. Aliens itself, and let's just stick to aliens. Aliens itself has the craziest lore, and they already tapped into the UAP situation that's going on currently with the government. All the governments talking about aliens and stuff like that. If they're gonna go deep into it, we could go into reptilians. We could go into Greys. We could go into Palladians. We could go into all types of UFO lore, and they could play this part where they're battling all these things that have been in that sphere.
What I love about Dandadan though is the play on aliens and yokai are similar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that in itself makes things very unique. Because I watch a lot of anime. They always talk about yokais, demons, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? You don't really see many that talk about aliens, and the connection of those two, I think, makes things really unique. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what I think really draws you to the anime, is that I never thought of that connection. I never thought of, okay, you know what I'm saying, what if aliens and demons were, you know what I'm saying, connected somehow, and you know what I'm saying, they interact or intertwine. All that stuff to me, it seems really unique and interesting, a very interesting thought process. Like you said with lore, like even with the demon lore, it can get really deep. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
like,
most definitely.
If you look into the Japanese culture, they have a lot of demons and yokais that do the most craziest, simplest things. Some of them, like, you know what I'm saying, just show up. Like their lore as far as yokais are so deep, and space. It like you said, it could be. And then whether they start going to, you know, traveling to different planets, that could be another thing.
That could be another thing. They could play with that.
Yeah, they could play with that. So again, even with that, if you could go into that aspect, let's say they do travel to different planets, do other planets have their own versions of yokais? That could be another thing. So again, when you bring into space and demons and stuff like that, you have limitless, you know what I'm saying, talking points. Because again, since there's so few that people know about, you know what I'm saying, those topics, you can kind of create and, you know, play with any of those aspects.
But are we going to get deep background stories? One Piece is notorious for background stories. At one point we got a background story for a dog. A random dog in an episode got its own tearjerker background story. If they could give us something like that, I'm not saying you have to give everyone a background story. Nobody's Oda, Ichiro, the master, all right? But if you could give us just a hint, a taste of like what put us in the shoes of some of these characters, be it the aliens, or some of the yokais, right? I could probably say, okay, you're starting to do something here. Now, longevity, we've mentioned that you're not gonna go as long as One Piece. Nobody's doing that no more. You just have to create a very tight, cohesive, decently long story with some great lore, and you can make an argument.
But then here's a question though, right? Because obviously Dandadan is doing his thing, but so far, if I would say, you know, backstory, Demon Slayer has, you know what I'm saying, goes really in depth in the characters.
Yes.
It's gonna be difficult because you gotta be like, to me, outside of like, you know, One Piece, whatever, Demon Slayer looks like the new up and coming anime that goes deep into, you know what I'm saying, the psyche and the mindset of even the villains and other characters in the show. Whereas Dandadan, I don't know. Again, like you said, it would have to go into, because they did a little bit with the crab alien.
Yeah, the crab did have his little background story.
Why he's doing this, you know what I'm saying, whatever happened.
And so did the acrobatic yokai.
Yeah, that's true.
I really liked that story.
Yeah.
That was a tearjerker. Yeah. That was something that was pretty sad.
That was really good. That was a really good one. And again, like I said, so I definitely see that, but I want to know, because I know the story gets deeper. Like,
of course.
We know that, you know what I'm saying?
It's anime. Of course it gets deep.
So I want to know what the real reason that all this happened. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that there's another reason why all this is happening. You know what you know what I'm saying, why they got it. Because again, if you think about the show, they only bumped into these creatures because of a dare. But why were these creatures in these areas? Now they did talk about the Turbo Grandma, whatever, you know what I'm saying, because of what happened to the girls, whatever. But I feel like there's more to her story. And same thing with the aliens. I feel like there's more to their stories. I want to know.
Except wanting weenies?
Yes, I want to know what the deeper reasoning is. Why are these aliens coming to Earth? Is there, you know what I'm saying? Even the golden balls thing. Like, it seems like there's more to the story. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
I can't wait till the next season to see where else is coming. Because from what I'm hearing, this show is one of the top.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting really high things from this.
Now, I definitely see where you're coming. But before we go into the next segment, let's take a cosplay break. With another season of animes constantly rolling around with action-packed sequences and phenomenal stories, we have to ask another question. What anime currently running or about to come out that you're most excited about?
So I got one for both of these. The anime that I'm excited about that's currently running is it Pickle Girls in the Dungeon season.
Yeah.
That junk is amazing. So far this season is really good.
I just started that one. I'm really enjoying it. I know it's gonna build up and get a little more crazy. I think I just started season 2 if I'm not mistaken.
But you know, JC staff, you know what I'm saying, as much as I like y'all gotta get together. You gotta get together, you know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for it.
They're putting it out consistently. I got a good little cushion. I'm gonna catch up.
No. You having too many delays. You gotta figure it out, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that is, because I need my episodes.
Right.
Obviously, Is It Wrong to Pick a Girl in the Dungeon to me is really good right now. And what I'm waiting for is Mushoku Tensei, you know what I'm saying, the newest season. For me, it's, like I said, animation in general is really good, but what I love about the show is all the twists and turns and the random, like, that show is one of the shows that really surprises you. When you see Turning Point or anything like that, you know things about to get crazy. So I'm really excited for that new season. And I know it's not so much the more known, I mean, you know, I could have said Demon Slayer and things of that nature, but for me, those two I'm really excited about.
I'm really excited about One Punch Man returning. I am a big One Punch Man fan. Obviously, you know, I do a few videos here and there about One Punch Man, but I read the manga to somewhat of an extent, right? I'm a little ahead of what the anime is at, even because the anime has been off for God knows how many years at this point. But the arc they're entering in this season, I'm telling you, if you're not a reader, fire, all right? It's action-packed. You get to know a lot of the characters in a deeper level. I'm not gonna spoil nothing. So that I'm really excited about. And I'm also excited about the Infinity Castle Demon Slayer film. Because I think it's going to be an anime moment.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be something that brings all of us anime fans together. We're going to pack theaters. We're going to watch it over and over and over. I think it's gonna set a standard for something that, you know, has never been done before.
Definitely, Demon Slayer, it's finna dominate. These theaters are finna be packed. And
oh yeah,
they're trust me.
Get your tickets ready.
Get your tickets ready. We'll be in there. But like for me, like I said, Demon Slayer, what I love about Demon Slayer, it cemented itself as one of the top anime. I don't care what you're saying. That Attack on Titan, there's a few of them that are newer animes that to me cemented itself. Like I thought My Hero was gonna do it, but towards the end, it kind of, you know what I'm saying, started dipping for me. So, you know what I'm saying, for me, definitely Demon Slayer. Chainsaw Man movie. Woo! That I ain't gonna lie, man.
Did y'all see that Chainsaw Man trailer?
That trailer is like.
I might have to show y'all some clips of that.
I'm telling you. So for me, those are the ones like that I'm really interested in. And again, like I said, even, you know what I'm saying, ones that just started. Solo Leveling. First episode.
Oh my God.
I know this season about to go in.
I can't believe we forgot Solo Leveling.
You know what I'm saying? So
that I'm very excited about.
So there's a lot. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, this is my favorite time of year. When the new season, you know what I'm saying, after Golden Week and all that stuff, January, they just start dropping fire. So fire, like there's gonna be I got a lot of anime for the next 6 months, you know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna be dropping just straight.
Oh, I think this is the year of anime.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna completely dominate. A lot of shows, a lot of genres have been collapsing, dying out because of, you know, certain situations. But now, everybody's watching anime. I can't talk to a single person at my job who doesn't watch a particular series.
But the tough thing about it is, you know, all the stuff that's been going on with the, you know what I'm saying, them trying to change things, them not wanting people to read mangas. So I want to see, like, that to me is the concerning part, because I think anime would dominate. I think anime is dominating.
No beating it.
And I think, you know what I'm saying, especially with Marvel and all them trying to, you know what I'm saying, come back and make a resurgence, I think they're gonna try to do something to kind of shift the focus back to them, because
they could try all they want to. You cannot get me back. I'm sorry. He'll tell you, I'm one of the biggest sci-fi fans you'll ever meet. I've watched everything, and what they've done to all my series, man, you can't get me back after that.
Listen,
you've poisoned the well.
And that,
right?
I feel the same. I feel the same. You know what I'm saying?
I am anime 100%.
I'm entrenched in this, but again, like I said, the biggest question mark is, you know, obviously the drama with Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
And is Sony gonna think about creating their own, you know what I'm saying, streaming service again?
Correct.
They have Funimation, stuff like that. So for me, you know what I'm saying, I know this probably basically year of anime is gonna be OP. But for me, like I said, that is the only thing I got on the back of my mind, because I need my anime. I can't have them I mean, obviously streaming services and stuff like getting shut down. I need my anime. I can't have these boys take away Crunchyroll.
Oh, anticipation? Egghead.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Egghead.
We gotta talk about One Piece.
One Piece. Come on now. You know I'm gonna talk about One Piece. Like, the Egghead arc coming, the animation work, they've already had, what, 6 months off? 6 months off?
Yes.
Right? 6 months putting in work?
Bro,
Come on. It's gonna be a movie.
guys, I read the manga.
Garp was a movie.
What's about to happen is gonna be lit. Bro, again, it is the GOAT anime.
It is?
It is what it is. So, especially, and you get these animators, they're doing light flares and all this, you know what I'm saying, cinematic show episodes. They were doing each week. 6 months to create the greatest run that it's gonna be straight cinema. Yeah, that's what it is.
I already know that everybody. Sad to see Frankie's voice actor go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I've been listening to his voice for years. You already know, sub, no dub. All right, I'm sorry. So those voices have grown up with me, and it's sad to see him go. But I already know, man. The replacement's gonna do a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a movie. I think it's the dude from Jujutsu Kaisen, right?
Yeah, it is Toto's voice.
That does Toto's voice.
But the thing that's even better, the way they handed over the voice acting role was amazing. Man took off the shorts. He gave. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's why I
Nobody
love
does
about,
it like the Japanese.
That's what I love about their culture, man. Is they make something as simple as changing their voice actor into some iconic moment.
It
you know what I'm
does.
saying?
It
And
does.
like, we was talking about this also, that you know what I'm saying, with the music, man. I miss intro music in regular TV shows, because anime, we talking about Dandadan, one of the greatest intro songs out there, man. It started a wave. They do TikTok dances.
Yeah.
It was, and we don't get that in American TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's iconic. You know what I'm saying? And again, it makes it tough to follow up. So I feel bad for whoever is coming after season 1.
The new intro, people gonna scrutinize that new
feel
intro.
me?
They're gonna be watching it like, hold up.
This don't hit the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me,
I wouldn't want to follow that up.
but I just, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm really excited, and I think that they said Dandadan is coming out in like July.
Yeah. So it's almost like no breaks at this point.
Yeah.
Notice that we're just getting these seasons now constantly.
Mm-hmm.
They're keeping the momentum going constantly, and then you have things like Stranger Things taking like 4 years off between
Squid
the seasons.
Games taking like 2-3 years off. Like,
At this point, they're giving y'all 3 episodes, and y'all have to wait 5 years.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Man. And
No. Keep that.
what I love about, again, they're workers, man. They work. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They put in the time, they put in the effort, and again, the main reason is because they love what they're doing, man. A lot of these guys, you know what I'm saying, grew up on anime, grew up on manga. They love what they're doing, and that's just not the same vibe that we get, you know what I'm saying, in America. So for me, like I said, this run of anime about to be amazing, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, more anime to come. Like I said.